What up, what up, what up? Good night. Good evening. How's it going? We are SEC After Dark. We start the show with, I know my man down here in the bottom right corner has a heavy heart. His Auburn Tigers have had a rough few days. Basketball team lost last night. I talked about that on the SEC After Dark Extra. Brian Harsin is in a little bit of trouble. But nonetheless, it's Jake Thomas, Jeb Beechum, and Stephen Willis. Cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers.
What's up?
Cheers.
I just finished my liquid IV, actually. Yeah, I said liquid IV. I've had my stomach's had a rough go too. My stomach must be related to Auburn because it's had a rough go too. So I think I ate something bad, is what ended up happening.
Do y'all smell that?
What are we smelling?
Oh, we're smelling what the Rock is cooking?
No. It smells like a bunch of garbage burning. Oh, that's just Auburn. My bad.
Oh, nice.
Hey, if you listened to the show last week, you knew about this happening before it happened.
Right. Yeah.
We're fortune tellers, man.
It's like Miss Cleo.
Yeah, exactly.
That's Cleo.
Exactly. So we are SEC After Dark. We are brought to you by betonline.ag. That's where all the happenings are. There's a lot of Super Bowl props. We'll get into that here in a little bit. That'll be part of our Off the Rails segment because there's some funny props on BetOnline. Like there's a couple people you can bet on whether or not they show cleavage. So,
oh my God,
Mary J. Blige and whoever is singing the national anthem. Yeah, Snoop Dogg's definitely going to show some cleavage.
Oh, Dr. Dre. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you who else is showing cleavage. Apparently somebody in the Auburn football office, because it got the attention of Brian Harsin.
Oh.
And there's some bad stuff happening there, stuff that we don't condone, a little office relationship and probably a little inappropriate office relationship. And there's probably a little bit of pressure that went along with it if this is becoming a big deal. But again, it's a really bad situation there for Brian Harsin. His future is still in doubt. I don't know why they haven't resolved this. Either keep him or send him packing. Just make a freaking decision at this point. But what do you guys think of this? Is it really a situation, or is it one of those type of things where the boosters are out to get him and they're just looking for any excuse?
Oh, this is absolutely the boosters. This is absolutely a coup. They're trying to take power. Alan Green, the athletic director, hired Brian Harsin without the approval of the boosters last year. And because of that, the first opportunity they had, and that would be 5 coordinators in 13 months, 20 transfer players, and they just completely turned on him. And they did it by potentially making up rumors. To this point, nothing's substantiated about that girl and what he did with her or anything like that other than a picture. It's a nice picture. I mean, she's really pretty. But at the end of the day, it's just a picture. And there's nothing there for Auburn to, for lack of a better phrase, Jeremy Pruitt this situation. Because that's what they're trying to do to Brian Harsin is Jeremy Pruitt, because they paid $20 million last year for Gus Malzahn, and they're going to owe Brian Harsin $18 million because, I hate to break this to Auburn, they're going to court over this. They're paying a buyout on this. They're not going to be able to fire him with cause because it doesn't look like it happened.
Right. And that's, I guess for Brian Harsin, you don't really want to go out this way, but I guess if you get $18 million to go away and go back to the West Coast, doesn't seem like a bad deal to me. Take him to court, kind of whatever, screw over Auburn that's tried to screw you over. So who knows? And who knows if he actually had a relationship. And last I checked, unless there was some coercion, I didn't know inter-office relationships were illegal or against the rules. But something fishy's happening. And, if we find out there was some coercion, obviously that's not great. But, whatever he wants to do relationship-wise, they're both adults. If it was 2 consenting adults, I have no issue with it. I think this reeks a little bit of a booster mutiny in my mind. Hopefully nothing bad happened. Hopefully we come back and next week and talk about and are not talking about what happened with Brian Harsin and his assistant.
Now, just from a little bit of a legal perspective, when you're a boss and it's somebody under you, there is some issues there. A lot of companies go through this where you just don't know if they're
I was going to say that's a bad choice of words there, Joe.
There's definitely a lot of issues underneath there.
I know. But I mean, we did just see this even in the corporate world with the CEO of CNN resigning because he was having a relationship with a subordinate. It's just it's never a good look to do that because you just can't say for sure that there wasn't some kind of quid pro quo or if you want to keep your job kind of thing, this is what you got to do. You know how it is. So I understand why they would be mad if it was true. The thing is, we don't know if it's true or not. And I think you're right. I think at this point they don't care. It's just they're done with him, want him out, and they're looking for a reason to get him.
Yeah, and I don't think anything happened. That is my guess. Yeah.
I think there's something, but I don't know that anything illegal or anything worth noting. I think they may have just hooked up.
Yeah, it's nothing they send you to jail over or anything, but.
No,
but like I said, it's normal for companies to get mad and find out, unless you reported it and it was understood between both parties, like both parties signed off on it and that kind of thing. That's what a lot of companies do if bosses want to date subordinates.
There you go. So yeah, mutiny, all that stuff. I know these Alabama people. I know Jake is. We joke that he's that he's sad about this, but actually no, it's quite the opposite. They're loving this. They're just here to watch the show, here to watch the Auburn world burn. And I don't, this goes back to boosters. I don't get why you're that egotistical that you would rather burn down your program financially to get rid of somebody that may or may not be a good coach. Like, we don't know what Brian Harsin is. Yeah, he's had a rough go with some coordinators, but then again, how do we know this atmosphere isn't completely toxic with the boosters and all that outside noise just penetrating the coming through the walls there.
Off the rails is later, Corey.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we there yet?
God.
do I need to go take a cold shower now?
Yeah.
But in all honesty, you say you ignore the noise, but who's to say that they couldn't ignore the noise? Who says the noise wasn't too loud from the boosters that made it just a terrible situation for these assistant coaches? I mean, Gus was able to put up with it for a long time. God love him. But I don't know. Like, we don't know the full situation there. Why did Mike Bobo run off? I think Mike Bobo and Derek Mason was forced down Brian Harsin's throat. At least let the guy hire his own people first, then see if he can get it done, and then act accordingly. You got to give this guy 3 years at least. So I don't know.
It's a hard situation. I mean, it really is. I mean, Derek Mason took a lateral job at Oklahoma State for $500,000 less money.
Yes.
I mean, that's got to tell you something. Either it's Brian Harsin or it's the boosters. It's one or the other. Something in that situation is way off.
Well, the boosters at Auburn is always a tire fire. It has always been a tire fire. I mean, that's just the way it is at Auburn. And they did Jetgate, and the boosters are always working behind the scene. And I think Jimmy Rain is the ringleader there at Auburn now. And this is a power play. I mean, that's what this is.
Is he the Yellowwood guy?
No, I don't think. Is he the Yellowwood guy?
I don't know.
There's one there that's like the owner of Regions Bank, I think, and then like
there's a casino.
Too. It might be a casino owner, and then the Yellowwood guy, but I don't know who's like the top dog down there.
And then there's Bo.
Right.
I don't understand that whole dynamic over there, and why any booster would like completely self-sabotage. Like, give the guy a chance, man, because you didn't get your way. It seems so juvenile.
And this is doing right now. I mean, like, what's your plan if you do fire him? Who are you going to hire in mid-February? And how are you going to keep recruits here? I mean, it does seem like you're just cutting off your nose to spite your face.
I know one of the big boosters wants Kevin Steele.
But would he come at this?
Please do that.
Right.
Please.
Yeah.
I could see at the end of the year, but
that would be outstanding.
Yeah, you hear stuff. There's writers that always talk about this. Like Auburn has a unique way of bouncing back in weird situations. Like, do you really want to count on that? Is that the game you want to play? Because the first time it doesn't work, you're dead for 10 years. Ask Tennessee about it.
Yeah, I'll take consistency, even if it's not elite. Like I'll take consistency. I'll take consistent 9-10 win seasons if it means that once every 4 or 5 years I'm going to be in the conversation for a national championship.
Yeah,
if I have I don't think they should have fired Gus.
That's what
I know
I'm
things
saying.
were getting a little. Yeah. I know things were getting a little tired with his voice there, but maybe they made the wrong decision there.
He was a consistent 8 to 9 win, coach a year, and they fired him, and had 3 wins against Saban, the most that any SEC coach has at the moment.
Guys, you know what my favorite rumor is?
That's crazy, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
This is my favorite rumor, potentially in the history of Twitter. Okay.
Oh, Twitter. Okay.
Twitter.
Yeah.
It's got to be true.
Yeah. Brian Harsin. In this rumor, Brian Harsin is having a relationship with a recruiting staffer that is quite good looking, and that is grounds for Brian Harsin's termination. The other side of this is Auburn's leader in the clubhouse is Hugh Freeze.
Ah, yeah.
And you're just like, no, you can't hire Hugh Freeze if you're going to play the morality card here. If you're going to try and set it up that way, that basically eliminates Hugh Freeze.
Yeah,
I saw that
I think
too.
you're right. You use a school phone to dial escorts. That's not exactly fit under the morality clause.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. I love that. I think they're going to get Gruden.
Again, with the morality clause, you can't do that either.
Yeah.
They're going to lure. I think Belichick has had enough of New England. They're going to lure him away. I've heard that he won't shut up about moving to Auburn, Alabama.
Yeah. That was another rumor.
Hey, do y'all know what Kevin Steele's record as a head coach is?
It's not good.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I think it's like 9-32 or something like that.
Is this Chiswick round 2, except without the success that they're going to have after finding Cam Newton?
Chiswick round 2 without Cam Newton and Gus Malzahn.
Yeah. Joe Judge needs a job. Bill O'Brien needs a job.
Yeah, that's what I hear. Brian Ferentz needs a job.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, congratulations. Looks like Doug Marone's going back to the Saints.
I saw that.
Good job, Steve.
Yeah.
Congrats. Joe Judge needs a job. Yes, he does. Sylvester Croom needs a job. He needs to come out of retirement. Might actually be a bad hire, actually.
It wouldn't be.
Now that I think about it. Let's see. What other I think who else got fired in the NFL? Flores needs a job. Brian Flores needs a job.
Yeah.
Brian Flores has done some of the best self-sabotaging. I mean, Auburn would be proud of that. But Brian Flores just basically took his career and just set it on fire and walked out of the room. What are you doing, man?
Probably should have waited until after everybody was hired before he started doing that. Just in case. Come on.
Yeah, because he was in good with the Saints. He was in good with
Jeremy Giambi died.
Yes.
Yeah, he did.
Jeremy Giambi. 47 years old.
Yeah.
Said he died at his parents' home out in California.
Dang.
Don't know what happened.
Yeah, I know he had some issues, I think, during his playing career with drugs and stuff. I hope that's not what caught up with them. Sad. Well, whatever the cause is, doesn't matter. It's sad.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, he was fun to watch in Oakland. He was part of the whole Moneyball movement. So, condolences to the Giambi family. But, so Brian Harsin, we have no idea if he's going to be in or out, but we'll monitor this situation.
Mm-hmm.
Super Bowl. Let's talk Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
It's our last hurrah at actual live football. So We gotta squeeze every ounce of football out of this show before we have to move on to other sports like basketball,
like the USFL.
Oh, that's right.
I can't wait for that.
Did you see Jeff Fisher's photo shoot? By the way,
I was fixing to say
he looked like he was out of the cast of Yellowstone.
Yes.
Yeah. Or a Stetson commercial.
Look that up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, can Jeff Fisher go 8-8 in the USFL?
Do they
Can he
play,
go 7-9?
Do they play 16 games?
I mean, yeah.
If they do, he's definitely going 8-8 for sure. Jeff Fisher, love him.
Yeah.
USFL. Forgot about that. So we will have football.
When does that start?
April.
Yeah.
Really?
Rumor is Chad Kelly has been signed by the league. So
nice. Anyone want a rotten Boston hot dog right now?
That is our puppy. She's half Boston Terrier and half Dotson. So apparently she's giving my wife fits in there in the living room.
Oh, I see. Like when I see the screen, I can't see like the newest comment. There you go. There's Cassidy.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to.
Can't see the name.
It hides under Wirecast.
Yep.
And so I don't necessarily know. So I thought it was like one of those bots saying like some weird like, like penis enlargement ads you get in your email.
It's not my bag.
Man.
Wait, sorry, I didn't mean to read my inbox.
Off the rails is a net saving core. Not now.
I'm trying to tell y'all something.
That's not my bag, baby.
I love the reference, Steve. Love it. That's not my bag, baby. So anyone want a rotten Boston Terrier and a hot dog, hound dog, hot dog right now?
Dotson.
Yeah. Give her. You'll give her back in 2 seconds. LOL.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah.
You know, Joe Burrow has not lost a game that's mattered in college or the pros.
Here's another opportunity.
Yeah. Can he do it against probably one of the best pass rushes in the NFL and a team that can actually take advantage of that?
Yes.
Yeah. He did it to the Titans and the Chiefs.
The Titans don't have the defense as the Rams do. Neither does the Chiefs, I don't think.
Well, the Titans can't score like the Rams can.
No.
Well,
and I think honestly, I think McVay is. I think at this point, McVay has surpassed Andy Reid as far as coaching ability in my mind. I mean, Andy Reid's still one of the GOATs, but I just think he's. I think. You get Stafford, you get some of those playmakers. I think Kansas City, what plagued them is they actually didn't have the run game that they needed. They didn't when they needed it the most. Like Jerick McKinnon wasn't enough to carry the run game there, and they tried to force feed it to Tyreek Hill the whole game.
Mike Hilton.
You can't have two Tyreek Hills. Well, A, there's not two Tyreek Hills, but B, like Mecole Hardman is a number 3. You got to have a solid number 2 with Tyreek, and then feature Mecole as your number 3, not Byron Pringle. Like I love Byron Pringle, but he is not a starting receiver in the NFL.
Right.
Like that's kind of they ran out of playmakers really because they bracketed Tyreek Hill. They did a good job on Tyreek Hill in the second half of that game, and they couldn't do anything else. You can't do that to Cooper Kupp because you got Odell Beckham, you got Van Jefferson, you got Higbee, you got Sony Michel and Cam Akers in the backfield. Like you got so many more viable weapons that you can't really focus primarily on Cooper Kupp because those other people are going to come back to bite you. That's where the Rams are slightly more dangerous than the Chiefs.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, if you remember that Bengals and Titans game or the divisional series, Titans sacked them 8 times. The Bengals' weakest point is they're off 9. Okay, it's 9. They're weak. They have a terrible offensive line, and the Titans do not have a Von Miller like the Rams do. So it might be a long night for Joe Burrow.
I think this is going to be a classic shootout game. Honestly, I think Stafford's going to get sacked a million times, and Joe Burrow's going to get sacked a million times.
Probably so.
And there's going to be probably 40 points between the two of them. Like I'm tempted to take the over on this.
And this is the one thing to remember for everybody that wants to think about the Super Bowl, whatever. The Rams have not looked good in the playoffs. They've won the games. Now, I'm not taking that away from them. They won the games, but they almost blew that Tampa Bay game.
Yep.
But neither have the Bengals, honestly.
Well, Cincinnati almost got blown out against. I mean, the Chiefs should have stepped on their throat, and they didn't.
You don't
Both
almost
these teams
get
kinda
blown out
did.
when you win the game. You can't say that.
At halftime,
At halftime,
it's 21-3, and they're getting ready to score. You didn't have that creep into your mind that
they was
this
at
game's about to be
the
blown wide
1 yard
open.
line and did not get
I
in.
know at halftime it was the same score that the Bengals came back from in the regular season against the Chiefs to win the game. They just matched the halftime scores.
But then again, I knew once you in the same moment where it was 21-3, they're on the 1 or 2 yard line. They got first and goal with the time running out. I'm thinking if they go into this thing 28-3, this is
That was the dumbest call of all dumb calls.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think even if they take 3 there, this game is probably a lot different.
Oh yeah.
I'm not saying it'd be a blowout, but I'm not saying it was a guaranteed Chiefs Bengals win. I think that shook the Chiefs when they did that. When Eli Apple made the only play he made the entire day on Tyreek Hill at the goal line to end the half, there's a huge difference mentally being down 11 versus being down 17 and had just made a momentum gaining play. If they score there, Steve, that game probably is 45-3, 45-10.
Yeah, maybe, but I'm just at the point where I am not going to bet against Joe Burrow in any game. Period.
Not after what he showed me in the AFC Championship. It's hard too.
Yeah.
But it's also, Sean McVay is starting to make it difficult to bet against the Rams too.
They're good.
Rams.
The Rams are like the Ole Miss nightmare team because they have Cam Akers and Darrell Henderson on the same squad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say, when the Chiefs got the ball back in overtime, I mean, throwing 3 straight plays was an awful play calling, I think. I mean, they should have at least tried to attempt to run, especially after the incomplete pass on first down.
And they didn't use Kelsey enough.
No.
The Chiefs didn't. The Chiefs totally the Chiefs imploded. They helped them. They imploded. The Bengals had made great adjustments. Don't get me wrong there, too. The Bengals made great adjustments. The Chiefs stopped making plays, and that's how they were able to get back in the game. The Chiefs had multiple opportunities. There was a pick at one point the Chiefs could have put away the game, and they didn't. Cincinnati's defense stood tall. They have a great defensive front. They're great on third down. So I think, if Tannehill throws 1 fewer interceptions, we're not even talking about the Bengals right now.
Everybody's surprised that the Bengals could be good in position groups. They've had top 5 picks for 10 straight years. There's talent on that team.
Eventually, you find the right coach. Yeah, you're going to have a good mix of talent. Yeah, that's
I mean, the Lions has had the top 5 picks the last 20 years and still hadn't done anything. So,
and
Same with the
the last time they had a winning
Same with the
season,
Jets.
they fired the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They haven't found a functional coach since.
Nope, I haven't.
I bet they truly miss Wayne Fonts.
Mm-hmm.
They missed Jim Caldwell.
Jim Caldwell, I think his last year he won 9 games. I think, didn't he? 9 or
He went 9-7.
Yeah.
And they fired him.
Yeah.
I was on Twitter today, and Jim Rome was interviewing Barry Sanders. Okay,
you lost me.
no,
I'm Jim Rome.
no.
Oh,
This is a question. He said in the Kyle Shanahan offense of the modern run game with all the openness they had, that Barry Sanders in a 17-game season would rush for 3,000 yards. Do you agree?
No, NFL defenses are too good for that.
Yeah.
I don't think they would allow him to rush for 3,000 yards.
He almost rushed for 2,000 yards in 14, 15 games with Detroit.
I think he would top out about 2,400.
I said max 25.
Yeah, there's no way. It's just, it's
Barry
just
Sanders good,
games.
but dang, that's a tough challenge.
So you're saying he rushed for what, 1,800 1,800 yards in 14 games?
Yeah,
Are you saying he gets 1,200 yards over the next 4 games?
That's tough.
Yeah, well, I think he gains more in his normal average. His normal average in those 14 games, he might have been at 1,800 yards. It's going to be 2,400 yards in that system plus 4 more games.
I mean, he'll have to average like 300 yards a game, though. That's kind of tough.
This is the guy that rushed for 2,800 yards his senior year in college.
Yeah, there's a difference. There's a huge difference in the Big 8.
Big 2 plus 6
that's
at
like,
that point.
Yeah,
exactly. Even more so. That's like Colt Brennan at Hawaii, like throwing up like 6,000 yards passing. Yeah, you're in the whack, dude. I mean, great numbers. You're in the whack. It's not going to equate. The talent level is vastly different. That I think him rushing for 3,000 yards is like saying the Lions would lose to Bama. And Jake, I love you to death, but not a shot in hell. The Lions would probably 50-piece Bama.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's the same thing.
Different.
So let's see, 3,000 divided by 17. He's averaging 176 yards per game.
He could do that.
Ridiculous.
I don't think he gets that consistent of a number. I mean, if there's one week where you rush for just 100 yards, you're not getting there.
Well, that's also assuming that he's topping out at 170. There could be, if he's getting 100 in a game, he might be getting 240 in a game.
I mean, you're also assuming that he's not getting injured at any point either.
Yeah, 17 games. That's a lot of wear and tear.
There's so many factors. So like, and I think with the Kyle Shanahan offense, I mean, again, the talent in the early 90s across the NFL was not as vast. There was great players, but nothing like talent across the board like we have now. I mean, you have guys that are 300 pounds that run 4.6.
Yeah.
I mean, you have guys like Aaron Donald in your division.
Yeah.
But that Kyle Shanahan system is designed to take advantage of that. Let them run themselves out of the play.
I see what you're saying, but it's not going to happen on a consistent basis. That's just not football.
He'd be very impressive.
I would venture to say he could be a consistent 2,000-yard rusher.
Yeah.
With peaks at 2,500. I think is where you're at. Because the flow of the game is not going to, I think he would need more carries to get to the 3,000 yards too, and that's just not going to happen. Because Shanahan's also a committee guy. And he does like to throw the ball occasionally. Like, this is not line up in the eye and pound the rock.
Man, you know what's funny? Go back to the 90s. This is changing the subject a little bit. But look at the guys that played quarterback for Detroit during that era.
Oh, geez. It's so
Oh,
brutal.
my goodness. Like
it is brutal, man. So my question is, like, you look at somebody like Terrell Davis who did rush for 2,000 yards in a system, in a Shanahan system.
Yeah.
Like, where do you go with that?
What did he rush for at Georgia?
Nothing. He had migraines the whole time, and Ray Goof hated him. So,
He's a transfer from Long Beach State. Remember when Long Beach State had football?
I do.
The 49ers,
they produced Terrell Davis. No, Terrell Davis, like, he got a raw deal at Georgia, and he was behind Robert Edwards too, and he just got a raw deal. And he had migraines before migraines were like a diagnosed disease. And the coaches thought he was just being a giant pussy.
But by the way, Alabama is up 72-60 with about 10 minutes left.
Oh, did Georgia beat Florida today? This shows you how much I care about Georgia basketball.
No,
I didn't even watch the game. I didn't even care that I didn't watch the game.
Hey, y'all almost beat Auburn.
Man.
If anyone with a pulse was on the bench.
That was a charge. I'm sorry.
Like, Georgia got no production out of their bench. They were horrendous from the free throw line. And They were terrible. They were just as bad from the field as Auburn was. Like, they matched suck for suck with Auburn. Like, if there was a team that Auburn could have played like complete doo-doo against and still won, it was Georgia. Georgia said, "No, we don't want to win. No, we're good."
Hey, they played complete doo-doo against Missouri and should have lost that game.
They did, and Missouri's better than Georgia.
Well,
they played like doo-doo against Kentucky for a half, and they should have ran out of the gym. They didn't.
Okay, can we stop saying doo-doo? It feels like we're 7.
Doo-doo.
Doo-doo.
They played like pee-pee.
Right,
we played like poo.
We didn't do diddly poo on offense. We couldn't complete a pass.
Diarrhea.
Duty time tails. All right, y'all want to hear some Super Bowl props?
Yes,
sure.
Bring them up.
Yeah, off the rails. Doo-doo.
Off the rails. Okay, so I'll give you a pre off the rails. Super Bowl, is it 56? Yeah. I missed the Roman numerals.
It is Super Bowl. I can't count Roman numerals that high.
Yeah,
that's what we've gotten to.
Super Bowl and a bunch of letters. Like, let's just go to numbers now. All right, Super Bowl MVP. The odds. Who do you think is the favorite to be Super Bowl MVP?
Matt Stafford or Joe Burrow?
Well, which one do you guess?
Matt.
Joe Burrow.
Matt.
If you said Matt Stafford, you are correct. He is plus 130. Joe Burrow is plus 225. Then Cooper Kupp. Then Aaron Donald. And
what's Eli Apple's odds?
Oh, he's got some odds. Hold on.
What?
Looks like plus 20,000.
So if you put $5 down,
so hold up,
Really?
I'm about to tell you.
That bit.
Hold on, y'all talk about something. I'm gonna research this
because
I don't know.
I really,
honestly, from those,
I really might bet this just in case.
I mean, hey, you make serious dough if that's possible.
I know, right? Here, so
it's obvious from that they expect the Rams to win.
Drew Sample actually has odds. Do y'all even know who that is?
No.
Heard the name.
isn't that the name and the word problem on the ACT?
Yeah.
Yep. He has plus 30,000 odds. So let's take Eli Apple for $5, Trebek. If you take Eli Apple for $5, you win $1,000.
Whew.
I have 2 pick sixes. I can feel it.
Yeah, it'd be like was that Larry Washington with the Cowboys in their Super Bowl win over the Steelers, like when Barry Switzer was the coach? I think it was Larry Watson got MVP. He had a pick 6 in that game.
No, it wasn't Watson. It was Darren Brown, I think. All right, so here's an interesting parlay that you could take. Can I take this as a parlay? I can't take prop bets as a parlay, can I? No. Okay, never mind. That messes it completely up. Then, good Lord, I'm fired. Okay, let's see if it'll let me do this parlay system. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna do this.
While Corey's doing that, Colin Wilson's asking, what are y'all's thoughts on paying recruits deal? What kind of rules would y'all have to fix it? My answer is absolutely none. The market will take care of it eventually. Right now, we're just at the phase where they cut the fire hose on. We haven't even gotten to the point where the schools and these NIL groups are competing for kids. Once that happens, everything will even out.
Yeah, I like that real conservative, laissez-faire attitude.
It usually does.
Watching Corey search is must-see YouTubing.
Yeah, you can see me you see my focus face.
Oh yeah,
I look like Frank Caliendo doing his impression of George W.
That's good. Yes.
Strategery.
I can't even say that word.
Strategery. Guys, it's strategery.
Give me one word that describes your campaign. Strategery.
Yeah. So, all right, let's look at some other odds. All right, Michaels and Collinsworth say what spread or total is. Are they going to say the spread? Are they going to say the game spread? Are they going to mention the game spread in the game?
Well, the question is, I know the NFL is sponsored by betting platforms now. There's 3 that selected. It depends. What kind of role will one of them have in this game? If one of them is a commercial, yes, they will absolutely say the line.
Yes. Let's see. Here's some these are specials. Super Bowl combined team record of 75. What? Okay.
What?
Never mind.
Corey struggling.
I'm not going to read that one. English is apparently my second language tonight. Super Bowl combined team record of 75 points is going to be broken. So I guess the over is the over going to go beyond 75 is like a special bet.
That would put it at 40 to 35 for a push.
Yeah.
That ain't going to hit that.
No, it's not.
No.
Field goal record of 54 yards. Is there going to be a 55-yard field goal kicked in this game? Yes,
potentially. I think both teams got a good kicker.
Well, Gay for the Rams was short on a 47-yarder.
So no, probably not.
Yeah, so yes, it's up to McPherson to break that record. He's got the leg to do it.
McPherson is going to kick a 70-yarder to win the game.
Oh, by the way,
if Harrison Butner was in it, I think I would say yeah because he's got a leg on him.
He's a techie.
Also, Mississippi State put out a tweet that claimed that Evan McPherson was a former Mississippi State commit.
Oh my god!
You gotta get it where you can.
Love it, love it.
Not just a kicker.
He took an unofficial here once.
Yes, once.
He's heard of Starkville, Mississippi.
Yep.
Oh, jeez. I love it, man.
Corey Stacey wants to know if you're on the sauce.
Not tonight. I know it seems like it, right? I probably should be on the sauce. I'd probably read better.
You might be able to read a whole lot better.
He could read good.
I can. I went to the Center for Kids Who Can't Read Good. So, let's see. The color of the liquid poured on the winning coach. Is it clear? Is it orange? Is it yellow, green, lime? That's all one. Is it blue? Is it nothing? Is it red or pink? Or is it purple?
Red Gatorade. Call it. Book it.
I say orange. If you're going to call the Bengals, you got to say orange Gatorade.
No, it's red because it's going to show up on camera.
Well, I don't know. Orange will show up too.
Cody says blue. I kind of agree with that too, but blue Gatorade's gross.
Well, that Glacier Freeze is outstanding.
Yes.
You shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
Yeah.
Hold on.
All that blue you wear, you do not like blue Gatorade.
Hold on, Cassidy.
No, my favorite type of Gatorade is lemon lime. Actually, believe it or not,
lemon lime's good too. Yeah. By the way, Corey, I hear her laughing in there, so she's laughing at you.
There you go.
Yeah,
she's laughing at me when you're with me. I don't care.
Do you ever notice that they don't dump lemon lime Gatorade on the coaches? They always do other flavors for the dumping on the coaches. It's because lemon lime Gatorade is the GOAT when it comes to taste.
I don't want to waste it. Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't disagree with you, Steve.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to add to that, though. Obviously, lemon lime is a GOAT flavor. Let's not get that twisted. But you can't hate on Glacier Freeze, and you cannot hate on orange.
Glacier Freeze feels like a Dollywood ride.
I don't like the orange, but Glacier Freeze is a bomb.
Well, orange, I don't know why I like orange so much. But
I forget what the Powerade flavor is. The blue Powerade is decent.
I like the dark blue. The dark blue, I could do without that.
Because you're a closet Tennessee fan. Is the reason why you like orange, Corey.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yes.
My wife's a Clemson fan. That's probably where I get it from. She went to Clemson. That's probably where I get the orange from.
Stacey, I don't know what you're talking about.
He finally he showed up.
Oh, Ole Miss is playing Alabama, aren't they?
Well, sort of, if you want to call it that.
It is 81-68 with 6:34 left.
It is literally the same story over and over again with this basketball team. It doesn't matter who they're playing or what's going on. At some point, adversity is going to hit this basketball team. The other team is going to go on a 20-0 run, and this team is not going to be able to stop it. And next thing you know, the game's over. That is the story of this basketball team.
Guys.
Started off strong.
This is we're talking about basketball here. No, okay. Let's get back to
those uniforms are fire though.
Now that I'm wearing my glasses.
Yeah, if Ole Miss doesn't make those the permanents, I'll be ashamed. Those uniforms are awesome.
They are. They're very niche. They're very niche, Steve. It's niche. So the first question: does anyone know who the hell Mickey Guyton is?
Never heard of him.
He sounds like a high school football coach in Georgia.
You're not far off. Let's see. I'm gonna do the old googly search here.
So you don't know who he is either.
Well, it's not a he.
It's just a random name you picked out.
I just said never heard of her.
While they're looking, Colin just asked, so what do y'all think about the Ole Miss new quarterback that came in through the transfer? Or do you think Luke Altmaier will keep the starting job?
I love Jackson Dart.
Jackson Dart is the man, and the only way Luke Altmaier is the quarterback at Ole Miss is if he clearly beats out Jackson Dart. A tie goes to Jackson Dart in that situation.
Yeah. Yes, Jake, I didn't say that you were wrong. But apparently, I think I'm going to take yes that Mickey Guyton shows cleavage because I Google imaged her, and she's showing cleavage in a lot of these pictures.
Wait,
Corey.
Wait. Who is Mickey Guyton? I missed something. I'm picturing like a 57-year-old high school football coach that's a former defensive line coach. That wears his polos way too tight because they don't buy double extra large. So extra large is all they have available. That's what I'm picturing with Mickey Guyton.
Yeah.
And you're talking about cleavage, which is possible for that Mickey Guyton too.
I think Mickey Guyton is a country singer.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Is this her?
She is a trailblazing country singer.
Okay, she's a trailblazing country singer. She's not a country singer because you can't be a trailblazing country singer and be a country singer.
I think she's a black woman. So.
Why don't you Google her? She's 38 years old too, so she's my age.
Oh, Jeb, she's like 15 years too old for you.
She's sung. Okay, God, look at God.
Boom!
God, the Black Like Me Grammy nominated.
Bring home 120-year-old. They never let it
go. Time out.
Hold up. I'm going to pause from reading this article.
Yes. Hey, the Russian bots have made it.
The Russian bots are here. Yes.
Yes.
All right.
NordVPN. Keep them out.
Yeah.
We're also brought to you by NordVPN, if you're wondering about that. Yeah. So, Stacey, are you taking
Hester Parsons? That sounds like an Ole Miss student.
Hester Parsons, bro. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. She's a country singer, too, Stacey, if you like country music.
Yeah. So, wait, why was she brought up?
She's singing the national anthem.
Oh, okay.
Quit thinking about your 20-year-olds.
I missed that all together. All right.
Yeah, quit thinking about your 20-year-olds here.
Get with the program, Jeb.
Yeah, she's a country artist. And she's singing the national anthem, and I think she will show some cleavage.
Who do you think will have more receiving yards, Chase or Cup? I think Jamar Chase. I think he's going to be the star of the Super Bowl. I think he's the low-key person that could win the Super Bowl MVP.
Cup, yeah, I think Cup. I think
not Cup. Jamar Chase.
Oh yeah. Well,
Chase always ends up with
if the Bengals win, I think Jamar Chase is going to be a very big part of that. So
yeah.
I see that. But they're going to give it to if the Bengals win, they're going to give it to Joe Burrow.
Oh yeah,
come on.
They gave it to Eli Manning twice. I'm not saying that Eli Manning didn't deserve it, but they gave it to him twice.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
so let's see. Some of these commercial props are kind of which Anheuser-Busch brand will commercial will run first? God, I cannot.
Bud Light. Bud Light.
So Bud
you know
Light
what they
next?
should do? You know what they should do?
Mick Ultra.
If Anheuser-Busch had any stones whatsoever, they would do a Bud Bowl.
That would be fun.
They should do that again.
Are they going to do it with hard seltzer cans? Are they going to do Bud Light seltzers versus Mick Ultra seltzers? That's kind of where they are now.
Blair should be the advertising guy for hard seltzer.
So,
if you know, you know.
Yeah.
So how much are Super Bowl ads this year? Have they come out with that yet?
They're probably close to $10 million.
Probably so. For a 15-second slot.
Yeah. So we got a very good question. What's y'all's plan after football? Well, it's called
Off the rails.
It's called Off the Rails, yes.
Yeah.
You might, off the rails.
Yeah.
And apparently I need to wear my glasses more often thanks to Cassidy.
And you can read it. You can read a whole lot better now.
Yeah. I took a couple shots too. I took a
$7 million for 30 seconds, according to John.
Jeez.
Oh God.
They should absolutely do a Bud Bowl. Of course, it would cost them $28 million to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, if we don't get Bud Bowl,
you can find that in the corner.
Yeah, if we don't do Bud Bowl, we at least need to have the Clydesdales kicking football or something like that.
That would be awesome.
Do they always do this? No,
they didn't do it last
year.
Go
for 2.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It was just amazing. Yeah,
it's like, do they always do this? No.
Or bring back the frogs. Come to think of it, Budweiser just had the best.
How do you take the "What's Up" guys?
Yeah, Budweiser just had the best commercials.
Stacey said the real man of Guinness.
Mm-hmm.
Is he talking about like the Guinness animation people, or is he talking about the real men of genius?
Yeah, didn't they break that out last year or the year before?
They brought back the genius.
Yeah, and then they did a commercial at the very end. I think they did it last year where they did something on Tom Brady.
Probably they need to do that. Also, the Guinness guys were pretty funny too. Don't drink 6 beers at the same time. Brilliant.
Hey, here's a question I got for you guys. What is the best ever halftime show?
It hasn't happened yet. It's going to happen on Sunday.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Okay.
About this one, but
okay, you're going to see every kid that was alive and functional in the 90s period turn into Malibu's Most Wanted.
You're going to see every kid my age wearing Hilfiger and
oh my gosh.
They're going to be wearing like really baggy jeans. Yeah. They might have a do-rag on. But
Steve,
yeah.
You don't understand how much of my wheelhouse this actually is.
I can't wait.
Well, you sat next to me for 3 years before they sent us home. But this is totally my wheelhouse. But no, honestly, I think there's only a few that I could say that weren't good.
Yeah.
I think most of them have been pretty good. The Lady Gaga one, actually, the way she entered the stadium was really cool. I mean, her performance was okay, but it wasn't bad. I think the Katy Perry one was terrible, but she was wearing.
Katy Perry is a queen. She's a goddess, and she is Nick Saban's kryptonite.
Left shark.
Yeah.
I think Prince is probably one of my all-time favorites, just because
that was a great show.
Yeah, when he started singing "Purple Rain," and I mean it was just pouring rain when that happened. That was amazing.
That one was really good. I thought the Who did really good. I thought, I mean, they've all been. You can look at them all, and the compilation performance in '99 with like all those people were I forget who all was in that one. That one was just kind of because it was the first time like there was like 11 superstar artists all on the stage at the same time. It was like Nelly, Eminem, Timberlake.
Was that wardrobe malfunction?
No, that was years later. That was Timberlake and Janet.
That was very memorable.
Yeah.
Do you know what my favorite my favorite Super Bowl halftime show is? It doesn't exist. I don't watch TV during halftime. I take a break during halftime because I watch the game. I'm that weirdo. Although I would watch a Super Bowl halftime show with Garth Brooks performing.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Yeah,
he needs to do one. But I mean, I'm not like glued to the TV during the halftime performance. But there have been times where I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to watch this one. And then next thing you know, I've watched it and I'm like, oh, that was actually pretty good.
I'll watch Katy Perry no matter what she does because she is Alabama's kryptonite.
I thought The Weeknd did a good job last year.
Yeah, see, I don't really like The Weeknd, but it was still a decent show.
I don't like half the artists that perform, but they do like
Coldplay.
Live performances. I do. Yeah,
Coldplay.
like I'm not a huge Coldplay fan, but I thought they did a pretty good job.
I'm not a big Barstool guy, but the reality is that Thanksgiving concert with Creed doing the halftime show is better than any halftime performance in the Super Bowl of all time.
Well, Creed is a caricature of music, so of course.
Oh no, Jello and Shakira rocked it pretty good a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Let's see. Michael Jackson's done it.
Can you take me higher? Yeah. They need to get a reunion of Limp Bizkit and Kid Rock.
Oh man, Kid Rock needs to do one for sure.
Kid Rock has drifted off into crazy land, so he's pretty much done.
Yeah, he used to be when he was a normal, sane human being. He was.
Yeah, but he's really drifted off, and he tried to run for Senate as Kid Rock.
Yeah,
even for his standard.
Yeah,
but his old shows were amazing. I've seen him live, and it was a lot of fun. Many years ago.
No shit, it's fun.
But yeah, that was a great
show. A lot of drinking going on in those shows too.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to say it right now. I don't care what y'all say about it. If y'all want a halftime show that would just bang, the best halftime show potentially ever, Nickelback.
Don't say
no, my God.
Look at this photograph.
Here we go. Is that the only song you know of theirs?
No, it's the only one I can sing like that way.
Big rock stars.
Yeah, it's the only one I can sing like.
Oh, have y'all heard the Nickelback sea shanty of Rockstar?
No.
What?
Yeah. Look it up.
Oh,
sea
Maroon
shanty.
5, that was a good one. Maroon 5 was a good one.
Maroon 5 is not a good one. They only got it because of The Voice. Thank you, Russian bot.
They did a good job. Timberlake in 18.
What does that say? Urethra? Urethra? Coercia? Come on, Russian bot.
You sound like my mom reading a text.
Look at it. You read it.
Yeah. Shouldn't y'all be like taking over Ukraine?
I don't want your life is what they're trying to say.
I don't care about Brown. What are you going to do about Gilroy?
Yeah.
Exactly. It's really just Jonathan Moxon.
Steven needs glasses now.
I have glasses. Joke's on you, Cassidy.
Here you go, Steve.
Oh, there. Let's see. That is M-A-M backwards N-H-A. So you would say that name is Larry. Tyrese Larry? Larry Tyrese. Okay.
Didn't he play in Fast and Furious, like the second one?
I think so.
Potentially. He also probably helped Stella get her groove back.
Tyrese is honey. Yeah. Oh, boy. See, we don't even need the offseason to go off the rails.
No, not even a little bit. How about how Stella got a groove back reference in the show?
That was
that was
fun.
Just sprinkle it in.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, hold on. Stevie Wonder, Gloria Estefan, and Big Bad Voodoo Daddy in 1999.
That could be fun.
Don't remember
That was during that big band section that they went through, along with that
Gloria
same
Estefan,
time.
Yeah, you
Gloria
did.
Estefan.
Stevie Wonder. Gloria Estefan is paired with Stevie Wonder. Come on.
Come on, everybody. Can you move that? Oh, never mind.
No, and then Shakira and J-Lo. Shakira's hips
was
still
actually
don't
just-
lie. They still
No.
don't lie.
No, she's 50 going on 25.
Yeah, her hips still don't lie, bro. How about Timberlake in 18?
I don't remember that one, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm looking at a list here,
That was
guys,
a good
so don't get too excited. Rolling Stones in
Black Eyed
06.
Peas. Worst
Steve,
one.
that was the Eli Manning first one, right?
Yeah, that
That
sounds
was-
about right.
Sounds right. Yeah.
The Rolling Stones are like 80 back then, and they're still performing.
Bruno Mars in 14.
No,
Bruno,
I remember that.
yeah, I remember that. I'm a,
they did Paul McCartney one year.
yeah.
Yeah. U2 in 2002. I'm not a U2 fan. I think they're just.
I'm not either.
I think they're corny as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Madonna in 12. Really? I did
My
not
goodness,
realize
did
that
she
was-
have a
was a good
walker
show.
on stage?
Pretty
What's
much.
that? Oh my god! Like
Yeah.
that was probably one of the most unmemorable Super Bowls in general.
She sang like a virgin, and I was like you can remember that.
Right.
This list, I think it's Yahoo Entertainment. They have Katy Perry's as number 5 of all time.
Katy Perry's was good, and she came on there with the Sharks.
Well-
I mean, it was good.
Last
It's one of the-
Sharp made that Super Bowl.
Hey,
Come on, guys.
hey, Jeb, Janet Jackson in 04, the wardrobe malfunction,
Oh, yeah, that was a good one. Yes.
number 4. Beyonce, Destiny's
ripped that sucker
Child,
right off.
2013.
I remember that one. That was a good one.
That was a good one. Michael Jackson, 93.
Yeah.
That actually
And-
wasn't too bad. I remember that.
And coming in at number 1, which I think everyone would agree, Prince in 2007
Yeah.
in Miami in the pouring down rain.
What are you talking about, John?
What is John
oh
ever
my
talking about?
gosh.
Yeah, John went off the rail. There we go. That one is Eleanor O'Connor, that Russian bot. I can pronounce
There we
that
go.
one. Eleanor O'Connor, or Eleanor Zero Connor.
Yeah. And Casty wants to know our favorite music. So what's y'all's favorite music?
Favorite music. For me, this is a tough one, and I can prove it
Yeah.
by showing you my playlist. I go from the Beatles to Pastor Troy, and
There you
everything in
go.
between.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
To
I range-
understand the mystique that is Stephen Willis musically,
Oh, God.
I recommend that you go on Spotify or whatever your streaming service of choice is, search Roger Clyne and the Peacemakers, and listen to it on repeat.
And then when you just can't stand it anymore, turn on Nickelback.
Yeah.
Nickelback
You
for a
gotta-
break. Roger
And-
Clyne
and-
and the Peacemakers.
And apparently
is the
Garth
primary.
Brooks too, and apparently
And
Garth.
God Brooks.
Yeah. See, I have here. All right, I'll read you my playlist. Okay, here you go. This is my jam out playlist. See, I have multiple playlists. I have a cookout playlist, which is like all the oldies hits, like all the classic rock and classic like oldies music. And then I have my jam out mix, which has Five Finger Death Punch, House of the Rising Sun,
Mm-hmm.
Jekyll and Hyde, Bad Company, and Blue on Black.
Blue on black, dude.
It follows. It's followed by Darius Rucker, Wagon Wheel,
Yes.
followed by Fly, Someday and Every Morning by Sugar Ray, then Swag Surfin' by Fly, A Lot by 21 Savage, For Whom the Bell Tolls, Metallica, Thunderstruck,
Good one.
AC/DC, Loud and Heavy, Cody Jinks, Walk It, Talk It, Migos, Du Hast, Rammstein,
I'm a huge Amigos fan.
Shug,
Dude, Haas was a great song.
Shug by DaBaby, Chicken Heads by Project Pat, What's
Shug
Up,
was a
What's
good song.
Happening, T.I. I have like T.I.'s greatest hits, Nirvana, 311, the Beatles, Green Day. Let's see. I have the whole Beatles discography. LL Cool J, I'm Bad. Discovered that on the Jordan documentary. Rick Ross.
Your favorite music is Yes?
Outkast. Pretty much. Like, it's probably why I like every halftime performance too.
Oh, I listened to a bunch. I listened to a bunch of Midland too. By the way, I'm a huge Midland guy.
If you had to pinpoint me with each genre, I always say it depends on the genre. Country, obviously Garth Brooks. Rock,
90s, yes.
90s, yeah, it's Nirvana. Classic rock, it's Metallica. Oldies, it's the Beatles. Rap, it's Outkast. R&B, it's Boyz II Men.
Boyz II Men is good.
Hey, Motown Philly is one of the best songs of all time. Come at me.
Yes, it is. No, it is.
Back again.
Come at me on that.
Back again.
Oh.
Yeah, John, I have range, dude. That's
the best episode. Well, one of the best episodes of Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
What's that?
The one where they're doing a concert to try and open for I forget their name. Corey's R&B guy.
Boyz II Men.
Yeah, Boyz II Men.
We just talked about.
Yeah,
that's four guys. It's a group.
Yeah.
Steve.
Apparently, this is bad for you. Sugar Ray is not terrible. Listen to RPM.
It's catchy. It's catchy.
Yeah, it's a different type of music.
But it's not the only music I like, John. Like I said,
it's like,
Cassidy, you lost me at today's.
I could listen to Sugar Ray, and then the next song will be Real G's by Eazy-E. Like, that's where my playlist is right now.
Dude, I get to work and every morning it just pumps me up. But Corey, you had it on your playlist, the five finger death punch, Blue on Black. That, I mean, I will run through a damn brick wall after hearing that song.
I love House of the Rising Sun. I love
that's a good
songs.
song too. Yeah,
I love cover songs are great to me. Like, I have "In the Air Tonight" by Nonpoint.
That's actually not bad. That's actually not bad.
It's a really good song. And this will mess you up. Go because the original is just so good. But Devil Went Down to Georgia by Korn.
That I've heard that. Yeah.
Let's see, Drift Away by Uncle Kracker. You know the song Cars?
Mm-hmm.
Go look it up by a band named Fear Factor. Mm-hmm. Fear Factory. They redo Cars.
Speaking of Korn, they also remade Brick in the Wall, and it was really good.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think they redid Adidas by Outkast or by
Five Finger Death Punch remaking Heaven by the Offspring.
That was really good.
I got to check that one out. They also remade House of the Rising Sun and Bad Company too.
Yes.
If you do Bad Wolves, they remade Zombie from the Cranberries. That's fantastic too.
Oh, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna do a little searcheroo here. Say that again.
Bad Wolves, Zombie.
Yeah.
Yes.
They updated the lyrics a little bit, but for the most part, it's the same thing. It's good.
Still Woods. Have y'all ever heard of them? Stacey said when they look them up.
Still Woods. No, I have not.
I need to check them out.
Okay, I'm gonna check that out. I'm not gonna make for swoot radio by playing my phone on the air, but also Wolf Mother Dimension. Look up that song. That's a good song.
That sounds like something Chris Childers would listen to.
If we're throwing out new stuff to look
really
up,
not though.
Yeah.
I just found a new artist I really enjoy. He's only got like 4 or 5 songs out on Spotify. Hank Trill. It's good stuff.
Who?
Last name is Trill.
Okay.
Hank Trill. It's a parody account, but it's funny.
Okay.
It's Hank Hill.
I see.
He's rapping about propane. It's awesome.
Oh my God, I gotta check that out.
I don't know who did it, but it sounds like him, and it's some hardcore rap about propane.
Look up the Steel Woods, okay?
Sister 19, laugh out loud online. That sounds something we don't need to click on.
Yeah, that sounds like something that you get in your junk mail.
Rakamoba.
Rakamoba.
That sounds like a Star Wars character.
Yeah.
It's a trap.
Yeah.
Sister 1909.
Yeah.
See, I think they're trying to say that the sister was born on September 19th.
Maybe. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Oh, the Steel Woods are from Tennessee. I didn't know that. From
Everybody that sings is from Tennessee, just about, or lives there now.
Not REM.
Yeah.
They're from Athens, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, they haven't sung in 20 years.
But
Bro.
they sung. But they did sing, bro.
If you're going to claim REM, I'm going to claim Three Doors Down.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with
Congratulations.
that.
Yeah. Hey, you can claim them. That's cool.
Damn it,
I
Bobby.
win.
I can dig it.
Just for the Geico commercials.
There you go.
Hank Chill's the best, I'm telling you.
Damn it, Bobby.
Yeah.
Damn it, Bobby,
His-
give me some propane. I was about to say cocaine.
His Bobby diss track is
We're
pretty
off the
funny.
rails.
We are off the rails. Versty, they are a rock group, Cassie said. I don't remember hearing that in her playlist. But usually whenever we get in the car, I'm playing my playlist because I've got awesome songs. So
Here's something you need to look up.
Linkin Park, by the way. Underrated.
Oh, yes. Very
They're a
good.
great band, yeah. I love them.
I ain't never really liked Linkin
Encore
Park.
they did with Jay-Z was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Yeah.
Encore, do you want more? Brooklyn, yeah. Yeah, don't get me started on music now. We could go on another 2 hours about music. Thanks, Cassidy. Cassidy is our associate producer tonight.
Yes.
If you want some laughter, go on YouTube and look up Disturbed's greatest hit. It's a compilation of their greatest hit.
Oh.
I thought he was going to say Sound of Silence.
Oh, there's some DJ that did a mashup of Boulevard of Broken Dreams by Green Day and Wonderwall by Oasis, and it's awesome
Where do I
and
find
perfect.
that?
I don't know. I have trouble finding it, but I had it like 10 years ago. I like downloaded
Oasis
it off of
and Green Day.
LimeWire. Yeah.
Oh, nice. LimeWire.
So it's that old.
Yeah.
I remember
Bear
old
Share.
LimeWire.
That was a good one, yeah.
I made my high school girlfriend a mixtape on LimeWire.
I lost a computer to viruses from LimeWire.
I'm thinking of that scene from Eurotrip where the guy's like speaking in German and he says nothing like what they want to say.
Yeah.
I sexually assaulted a horse in Berlin. Remember that scene?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I thought of. I'm going. Where? Here, Berlin.
Come to think of it, LimeWire probably now is just basically pornography, right?
It's got to be.
It's got to be.
Yeah.
Hey, do our Russian bots want to weigh in on this topic?
Probably own
Ra,
LimeWire.
are you there?
Sister 19, is that something I can download on LimeWire?
Yeah. Hey, Raina James, comment.
Shay O'Connor, I think her name was. There's another one on there.
Sinead O'Connor.
Yeah.
She's trying to make a comeback from that disaster on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, that's true.
Still.
Well done.
Fight the real enemy.
Sleeping with Sirens, they're a good rock group, yeah. Lyrical Legacy. He's apparently my cousin is a musician. He does rap music.
Nice.
Have y'all heard?
Complicated.
Go on Spotify and look up Struggle Jennings.
After you listen to our show.
Right.
After you listen to the show, look up Struggle Jennings. And that is
listen to the whole show to get to this point. So.
Yeah, we lost everybody 10 minutes ago.
We don't give you the goods
Waylon Jennings' grandson rapping.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm gonna look that up.
Waylon is stroking in his grave right now.
Struggle Jennings.
Sturgill Simpson is one I really love. He's really good.
Sturgio?
Sturgill Simpson.
Steve, do you listen to any rap?
Stacey knows who he is.
Did I open your eyes to any rap music?
I listened to 1984 Beastie Boys.
Okay, that
Beastie
counts.
Boys are good.
Were they rap? I thought they was more like pop type deal.
They're rap.
No, they're considered rap.
They're considered rap. They're like the
Brass Monkey. Oh.
They're kind of like so Beastie Boys kind of morphed into 311, which kind of morphed into Linkin Park.
Okay.
As a kind of their own like subgroup.
I like Linkin Park. I like the Beastie Boys. I hate 311.
Why do you hate 311?
I don't know. 311 just isn't. It's not my cup of tea. I think 311 morphed into not Linkin Park. 311 morphed into Limp Bizkit.
Not a chance. Look at these uniforms. Tulane Mardi Gras uniforms.
Look at these uniforms.
Look at this photograph.
Every time I do it, makes me laugh.
Yeah. So, dude, 311 had like multiple. Like they had a guy that was like the rapper, and then they had the rocker. It was like the hard hip hop or whatever.
Boom today.
It was not hard hip hop. It was at best pop hip hop. Hello, Janae Pasirbe.
Yeah.
Vum today.
Vum today.
Vum today. What is Vum today? What is to Vum?
Well, what that is a secret code that says invade the Crimea. So that's pretty good.
So they're using our show to get their Morse code out. I mean,
now she's yelling at us.
They have different letters capitalized in here. Yeah. So maybe it's not invade Crimea. Maybe it's like take back Chernobyl. Maybe that's what that means.
No, it's St. Petersburg reigns supreme. That's what that means.
Or to our Russian bots, how do you feel about Peter the Great killing himself trying to save somebody from freezing water?
Sinead O'Connor, you want to get in on this one?
We're waiting.
This is pretty much it, the Y'all's Cup. We're gonna have like a mega like.
I think Stacey wants to be on the show, is what he's saying.
Are you inviting yourself?
Okay.
Come on,
hey,
Stacey.
you can make 9 little rooms, can't you?
I can make 7. I can do 7 at a time.
7. Okay.
7.
God, that would look so weird.
So we're gonna have Survivor for the other 3 spots.
Yeah,
it's gonna be like a cakewalk.
It's gonna be Stacey. You got to take out Vinny and Israel.
Actually, if those are the other 3, we could have every one of them, because 7.
Yeah, that's right. Because that's all it is.
Yeah.
Look, Cassidy saying she's trying to invite herself to No Girls Allowed.
Oh,
Cooties. The He-Man Woman Hater
Cooties.
Oh,
Cooties.
Cassidy, all you got to do is come into the room here. Get in here, Cassidy.
Sorry, babe.
We're the He-Man Woman Haters Club.
Although Cassidy could be Tila.
She could be. Oh. Cassidy, get your butt in here.
Cass, get in here. Come here. She's saying, why? Come here.
Why? Because I said so.
I thought Jake had a parrot.
This is no girls allowed in the treehouse. Come on, Stacey.
Yeah, that would be a long show.
It would. Hey, we had to start like at midday. We had to do it on a Saturday, and just talk all day. Ah, here she comes.
What?
Come here.
Let's see what. Let's see. It.
There she is.
Hey, Cassidy.
Hey.
There's the associate producer.
There she is.
Why are
Yeah,
you
sure.
sticking your tongue out at me?
Because I can.
Oh,
Oh, there you go. Uh-oh.
that's some high quality H2O.
Oh, and there's our puppy.
Is this the
Oh, that's-
Boston hot dog?
Yes.
More terrier than
She's
Dawson
sweet,
could.
but
Yeah, that's
But-
way more terrier.
but you can't have her though.
Yeah, she Boston's. I used to raise them when I was younger, and me and my parents did, and they are the dominant trait. It seems like so.
She does go with my diabetes because I'm type 1. So
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Our
Yeah.
family grew up with Dachshunds, so
Yeah, her mother has Dachshunds, so she loves Dachshunds, and I love the Boston Terrier. So we just found one that was mixed.
They're called Nissans now.
Nissans.
you know.
Yeah.
Nissans.
Oh my gosh.
nice.
Hey, tell me.
Is there anybody watching this anymore?
To be honest, for me being a woman, I know sports better than some women. Just saying.
Okay.
Well, I think we should-
Yeah, well, you listen to our show, so we don't doubt you on that one.
Well, see, she has a
For
she had some uncles, but one of her uncles is the high school basketball coach here at one of our local schools.
Yeah.
High school. So
Which school is that? Steve and I worked for Rivals.com.
Hartsel.
I've
Hartsville.
got 2 cousins that played for him. That's
Mhm.
his 2 sons. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Y'all
my
put
dad was-
Jake in the doghouse. Thanks, Stace.
This will make Jay excited. Whenever I was still working at I think Rivals maybe, they sent me out and a young sophomore, Robbie Ashford, was playing football. And
Oh,
so
wow.
you signed Robbie Ashford, and I thought, Jake would be really interested in this.
Yeah. Stacy, you misspelled dog, by the way.
Stacy.
Dog. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Stacy needs glasses too now.
No. Corey just got DAWG on his mind. Dog.
Dog.
Damn, Corey, you're blonde.
You are blind. Golly.
I'm only blind in one eye, actually.
What?
No wonder why you couldn't read earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey, no,
Corey's
it's-
blind in one
that
eye,
does
and I'm
look
deaf in one ear.
Kirby.
I really truly am. My right eye is 20/20, and my left eye is like 20/40.
Well, you got here with the pine cone.
Yeah. Pine cones slung out of a lawnmower when I think I was 12. My dad was mowing the yard, hit me right here in the side of the face. Blood rushed into this eye, and I had to wear an eye patch for like a week.
Oh, you were a pirate.
That's good. Yeah.
Arr!
Arr!
Yep.
I don't care what anybody says. Pirates of the Caribbean, one of the most underrated movie franchises of all time.
Absolutely.
It does not get its due.
We know John and
First
Stacy
one
are at
was
least
great.
watching, Jake.
Yeah. Johnny Depp just killed that role. I mean, he was amazing.
Yeah.
Pirates of the Caribbean, yeah.
Lord, yes.
Yeah,
There you go, John.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true.
Those are
I'm not-
facts.
I'm not blind or dead. I hope you're not dead, Stacy. If you're commenting, we got some problems.
We're living in a parallel universe.
It could be
Yeah.
like an M. Night Shyamalan plot twist for Best of the West. I
Right.
co-host with dead people.
We all got 6 cents in.
I'm Stacey Blackwood. I'm Haley Joe Osment. Welcome to Best of the West.
Yeah.
I see
All
dead
right.
people.
I see dead people.
Who put that?
No,
Who said that?
Stacy said he was dead, or he's not dead.
yeah, he's just deaf.
Who?
Stacy.
Oh, y'all, all of y'all deaf Thomas Blackwood men.
I have selective hearing. I'm sorry.
I'm just straight up deaf because I jam music in my ears, like full blast.
So that's what you do at school. You don't really teach the kids. You just blast music in your ears all
Tell
day.
him I work with kids too. So
Well,
I know
I
his
teach
pain.
I teach AV production. I can do that and actually
There you go.
make a class out of it. So
There you go.
I'm one of the few teachers that can
Pretty
jam
basic.
music and make it relevant.
There you go.
Oh, Georgia coming back.
What?
Are we still playing?
No.
I don't know.
No, they played earlier.
Two.
Georgia and Florida.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dagger.
Won that game.
They got it
We
back.
suck.
They got it back to like 3 points.
What about Brian Harsin? I don't know. What about him? If you rewind like 2.5 hours, you'll see what we had.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
If you get to
Go
the beginning
back
of
and-
Gone with the Wind, you could find out. From
yeah. All right. So, what about Lonesome Dove?
Peace out.
You know.
Yeah, it's the beginning
this
of the stand. Actually, that's what this
Yeah.
is. It's the beginning of the stand.
Yeah.
No, they're trying their dangest to get rid of Brian Harsin. This is untenable. This is absolutely a joke. The Auburn people should be ashamed of themselves. This is just absolutely terrible. And at the end of the day, Brian Harsin's going to lose his job. He's going to get paid. He's going to end up getting paid because he didn't do what they claimed he did, I don't think. And when you have that, you just move on. This is just absolutely embarrassing. These are the same people that had Bobby Petrino in a plane on the airport just waiting for them to fire Tommy Tuberville. So this booster group is absolutely embarrassing. But I think this time it's going to work, and they're going to run Brian Harsin out of town. And now they just get a coach that has like 9 career victories is going to take over. Oh, the best part about it, though, if he leaves in the next couple of days, because he left Maryland in 9 days to go to Miami. If he could get under 9 days to go to Auburn, I would appreciate it.
Yeah. Are they still paying Chiswick as well?
Probably.
Possibly.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's 3
they
coaches.
can't have any money.
No, there was the only team in the SEC this past year that was in the red. So, I mean, they have no money.
Well, their athletic department just got some because they just sold their naming rights for their arena.
Well, I mean, they had to. Nedville Arena. We need to talk. Really, yeah. That's,
Like $20 million for that. It's like, good job, buddy. You could have got that.
Well,
for like,
18 of us going to go pay Harsin, so they only got $2 million left.
Yeah, they can't pay
and remember,
anybody else.
Yeah.
remember what killed Tennessee? What killed Tennessee was running off Phil Fulmer, Lane Kiffin for a year, and then Derek Dooley. If you're going to have Kevin Steele, this is following that same path. They might
But it's
win
more
7 or
damning.
8 games. Yeah.
I'm here
And
for it.
Yeah,
if Harsin
me too.
keeps the job, if Harsin somehow survives this, you've managed to piss off over half of your booster network in the age of NIL. This is just terrible. This is the most self-destructive shit I've ever seen from anybody.
The
absolutely
boosters can
is.
pull that
Yeah.
money, and there will be nothing coming in that program.
Yeah, exactly. They're already there. Well, with all the buyouts, there already is nothing coming in that program. So
Right. Exactly.
we're right
John,
back to square
it's
one.
all systems, and the Phil Fulmer system and the Lane Kiffin system and then the Derek Dooley system are 3 different systems, which caused them to lose games the next 2 or 3 years.
Wait, Derek
that's-
Dooley had a system.
Well,
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Wasn't
I don't
much of
remember
one.
seeing that.
he had orange pants. That's about all he had going for him.
Mm-hmm.
And Bruce Pearl had an orange blazer, so I guess there was something going on with that. All right, Super Bowl guys.
Yeah, restart. Hey, yeah, repeat.
Is this kind of like Good Morning Football, where it just kind of loops after 2 hours?
Yeah, garbage can system.
Yeah.
No, that was Butch Jones.
Yeah, he had the garbage can.
That was Butch Jones.
Which he was the replacement for
Robert?
Derek Dooley, so which means it was just a circular motion every 3 years. You got into the firing pattern at that point, and
Yeah, and then you got at the Butch, you got Jeremy Pruitt.
yeah.
I was gonna say,
And apparently-
Was Phil Fulmer the last person to beat Alabama from Tennessee, Jeb? Is he still the last
Yeah.
coach?
Lane Kiffin came really close, but he didn't do it. So
Yeah, they was it 2008, I think, or 2009 that they
Yeah.
we had to block a field goal to
2009
that was a good
Kiffin.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Terrence
That was the
Cody.
Terrence
Yeah,
Cody
I remember.
game.
Yeah, I still get pissed off about that.
a circle jerk of failure.
Boo Boo DeFoo with the thunder.
Yeah.
Wait, we have new viewers.
Yeah, we got new viewers now after 2.5 hours.
All right, let's go full circle here. Okay, where else can we go off the rails? Okay, this is exciting.
I'm fixing to go off the rails in the bed. That's where I'm fixing to go.
Whoa, whoa, Jake.
I'm talking about sleep.
Yeah, okay. I think you're taking it off the rails a little too seriously.
Okay.
I gotta shut up.
Cassie's in there like sharpening knives now.
Yeah, Jake's in there is like, I'm about to go War Eagle in this bitch. And I'm like, what are you talking about, man?
Yeah.
We're just doing a radio show.
No, Cassie come home over the weekend with a new frying pan and a kitchen set of
hit you upside
knives
the head with it,
and a brand new kitchen set of knives. So of course I've been sleeping with one eye open. You know,
sleep with one eye open.
Oh my goodness! Hey,
pillow tight.
Before we get out of here, I do want to let you know one of the crew that was repiping my house. Okay, born after 9/11.
Wow.
Okay. Well, like all of my students were born after 9/11 now. So
yeah, but they don't have full-time jobs and a family to support.
Well,
never mind.
Talk about Metro here, Steve.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot. Yeah, I forgot you were downtown.
Yeah, Metro. We got
Bobo says, just imagine me as a model and I'll count for 10.
Imagine me as a model and I'll count for 10.
Boo Boo DeFoo is his name, actually. It's Boo Boo DeFoo. I ain't crazy. Uh-oh. Well, we just got Jake in trouble.
She secretly is.
Help. Yeah, Jake, you really are. That frying pan really is going to be upside your head.
So, Jay, don't tell her to make you a sandwich. You don't have to worry about it. No, she usually asks me to make her a sandwich, and I do it because, the knives.
Because you're a good husband.
I'm old enough to remember Lorena Bobbitt. Who bobbed it.
Yeah.
She did.
Mm-hmm.
She did. Cassidy, we know you're not crazy. It's all good.
How are y'all still watching us?
Hey, welcome back, Cody.
Yeah, I mean, Jeb is so uninterested now. He's not even paying attention to anything.
He's playing Fortnite.
Well,
yeah, he's only playing Fortnite.
Like trolling for 20-year-olds.
It's their fault for swiping right or left or whatever you swipe. I don't even know how to online, like they do all the online dating things. This whole thing that's popped up, I have no idea about how any of that works. It's absolutely crazy.
So I got I work, like, one of the beautiful things about working in Metro is we have a lot of young teachers. So they've taught me a lot. And I actually, one of my colleagues handed me his phone and let me power swipe for him. So I lived the Tinder life vicariously.
Yeah.
No.
Maybe the chat room can help us. Is it swipe left or swipe right? Which one is good?
I think swipe right is good.
Yeah, swipe left is just scrolling through, and then swipe right is one you like. I would think. I've not actually done it. I'm just saying that makes sense to me.
No.
Swipe.
So that's how you get your 20-year-olds.
It's never been on Tinder.
Well, there's more than Tinder. There's plenty of fish. There's eHarmony. There's a bunch.
J-Date, Christian Mingle.
Yeah.
Farmers only.
Yeah,
that's for Auburn only, though.
Have you signed your consent forms?
At Farm. Make sure you get a parent or guardian to sign it.
Oh my gosh. Oh Lord.
All right, Corey, let's get out of here.
Yes, we got to go.
Let's do it. Okay. Let's do it. We are SEC After Dark, and we will see you back here next week. So long. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the Super Bowl. Be on the lookout for SEC After Dark Extra There is going to be a Super Bowl game that I'm going to help us get set up with playactionpools.com, so be on the lookout for that. I'm waiting on the link. And as soon as I get that link, we will all join in. We might even put together a pool to compete a little bit. It's a bingo game, and then there's also a props list too. So that'll be a lot of fun. Just be on the lookout for that.
Nice.
But for Steve, for Jeb, and Jake, thank you for all the chatters. We are SEC After Dark. Goodbye.
Oh my gosh. What a show.
We really did. We really went.